Good morning, everyone. It is 9:40 in the morning. Had to take some kids around some different places this morning, and we are getting started on the Tavor. So these have quite a few parts. They're going to be a big project, and we're doing 3 of them in the same digital camo, but I think we're going to do them one at a time. I was going to do all 3 at once, and it seems like that's too much of a chance of getting parts mixed up. So we're just going to do one at a time. So the good thing with the Tavor is, we've really only got, a handful, 5-6 pieces that are going to be the digital. The rest are going to be some of the colors that are used in the digital. And then we got 2 bags of parts. So we're getting ready to put these into the wash tank, let them soak for a little while, and then we'll get them sandblasted, and then we'll get them hung and start getting some paint and stencils and some stuff done. So we're going to bring you guys along for the ride, see what you think, and hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a great day. And just like in some of my other videos, if you're not, you need somebody to talk to and you don't have anybody, call me. It's very simple to get my number. Go to my website. It's all over the website. So, guys, and again, this isn't the drive business. I just have a feeling somebody's out there that's struggling and needs some help. So, anyways, enough of that. We're going to start going on this Tavor. And you're going to follow it through the process. This customer also has Hollow Sun that we're going to paint. I've got to order them a magnifier, so I'm not going to paint that yet till we get the magnifier, because we're going to paint them both. We've got a flashlight, and kind of be coming up with these colors as we go through this. We know what colors we're using, but besides the digital camo, some of these are going to be some solid colors because it just doesn't make sense to do digital on them. So anyways, thanks guys, and I hope you like this, and it's going to be a process. So I'll be back with you later. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. As you guys can see, it's the next day on this project. We had a couple little things pop up yesterday. We had to do some golf clubs and do some other things real quick. But I wanted to give you an update on this Tavor. It's been fighting me all the way along. But just wanted to show you some stuff. I'm going to flip you around real quick. So here's all the parts that are getting painted. Got 3 rows deep here of parts. All sandblasted, prepped, hung. Going to start laying some color. Some of this is going digital camo, some of it is going a solid color. But what's kicking my butt here is this chassis. Can you guys, I see the oil bleeding. Where those metal inserts are into the polymer of the stock, they're holding a lot of oil, and I got to get rid of all that, and I've been working on that off and on since yesterday morning. So I'm going to continue to work on it till it's completely gone, and then we're going to start laying down some color on that. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Have a good one.
4 hours later.
All right, guys. So I've got the spray pattern turned down, doing all the internals to get in there. This is mainly for looks, since it's polymer. It's not going to rust or anything, so it's just to make the firearm look complete once it's done. So I'm trying to get into as much as I can up into the inside of the areas, and pretty thin paint, and now we've got it widened up. We're going to spray the outside coat. Again, we're trying to really hit these angles, hit all the areas that are going to take a little bit of extra work. And then we do the 45 degrees up and down to get good coverage. Make sure everything is coated properly. And this takes a little bit of time. You got to be patient. Got to watch what you're doing. Make sure you're getting all the areas. But notice kind of working an area, getting it done, and then switching over to the next. Makes it real easy to go back and make sure you got good coverage. Also, if you don't, especially when you're painting something that's almost the same color, the paint and the part, it's not too hard to miss areas. So I really try to work spots I'm in to get it really good coverage, and then to be able to move on from there. So the paint's laying down really nicely on this. It took hours and hours of work to get this chassis to stop bleeding oil. There's lots of processes to get that resolved, but you got to do it. You got to get it done. You got to get it out of there, or you'll pay the price later. So the chassis is done. Moving on to the other parts. All the parts painting right now are going to be what's the digital camo. This is the first layer. General rule of thumb is always start with your lightest color, work towards your darkest color. And I do that throughout this process except for the last color, because I did not want black to be my last color sprayed. So I sprayed it second to last. Then once this is done, it'll get tacked up and go on to the next color. So here we're using another hook down at the bottom just to help support it. When you got these little light parts, they tend to move around quite a bit, especially with just the air pressure of the gun. Alright, now we have the first coat of stencils on, using the heat gun to make sure they are properly adhered, push them down inside all the little grooves and stuff. Doing this makes a big difference, but it does not last long. You get 60 seconds to 2 minutes till they start relaxing and coming back up. So you've got to be very careful and do this quick as possible. Get them heated up and then get some paint going on them. So we're going to start laying the second coat. This is again, we're just going for aesthetics now. The protection's already on the gun, and this is just for looks. So this will not be as heavy as a coat and will not work so hard to get down in all the angles. We're just trying to get a nice even thin layer on here so we can keep building up layers and keep building up stencils as we go through this process. So we're going to hit all the major parts, anything that's seen. We won't worry about getting any wrapping around inside till we go with the last color to make sure everything blends real nicely and looks good. But again, these are much thinner coats. So the chassis part's done. Now we've got the other items pre-stenciled. I did that off camera, and then I just hit them with the heat gun again to make sure they're set down really well. If you have really nice smooth surface, you don't have to use the heat gun, but on parts like this, you definitely have to. Using the hook to make sure part's not moving around on us. A little bit on the inside, but not worrying about it too much. Get this coated. You can come up with ways to do this without using your fingers. It works a lot better, but sometimes it's just faster. Alright guys, I do want to apologize. I know this video is pretty choppy, but I had over 60 hours of video for doing this project with all these stencils in the amount of time. And I've kind of shortened them down significantly. Anytime you're seeing me apply stencils, we're playing that at 1,000 times speed back. So many hours of stenciling on this project. But we're laying these down for the next coat and kind of piecing sizes together. It's hard to tell in the video, but all the old stencils are still on there. Those will all come off at the end. We just keep painting over the top of them. Quickly hit it with the heat gun, make sure they're adhered as best as possible, and we're going to throw the next color on. And again, this is light as possible. You can still see the yellow through a lot of these stencils. It's all cosmetic for looks at this point. The protection was all done in the first coat. This is all for looks. So hitting all the little pieces. Went ahead and did the digital camo on any piece that had any good flat surfaces that was big enough to really make a difference. And that's what you're seeing. We're finishing those up right here, and then we'll let that tack out and put it in the oven for a minute, and then start the next layer. So it's been tacked out, went through the oven. Now we're going to start laying on the next layer stencils. Again, we're just stacking them up. You can see pretty easily when you're doing this where the old stencils are. I can definitely tell you can't see it very well here in the video, but we cover up some of the old and make sure we're covering up some of the areas that haven't been painted before to get the desired look we want. And now we're going in with some black. This is the second to the last color. Usually you'd want black to be your last sprayed color in a project like this. I was just too concerned that was going to be some open areas, and I didn't want them all to be black, so I went ahead and did the dark green for the last coat on this. But again, we're laying it on thin. You can still see the yellow stencils through the black paint. And now the final round of stencils. Had to cut 2 more sheets out so we could get enough. I ended up using, I think, 11 squares of this for this project. So quite a few stencils. But we're just laying them on. You really got to pay attention to where the old stencils are when you're doing these last colors. And I didn't want a lot of black. There's not a lot of black to show through in this pattern. So it doesn't look like there's many stencils on there, but all the previous ones are there underneath. So we don't want a lot of black, and we had to cover up almost everything. So this is the final coat of paint for this project. And I will now go in and do a little bit more on the insides. So where it wraps around, it'll be more of a solid color, and you won't have all versions of the color sprayed in there. So spend a little bit more time on this. But this is the funnest part right here, peeling all these stencils off and seeing what it's going to look like. You have no idea until you get to this point. And this is when all your hard work and all the many hours come together and you get to actually see what it looks like. It's pretty neat. Good morning, everyone. It has been a couple days, probably a week, since we've recorded something. It has just been crazy, and today is my son's birthday, so don't have a lot of time today. But I wanted to show you guys this finished product on the Tavor and show you what's been started on the shotgun for the same customer. And again, apologize for not being here for a while, but we've had some things come up. We've had some rush jobs to do, and it's getting close to back to school, so we just had a lot going on. But anyways, this Tavor turned out pretty awesome. There'll probably be some pictures I'll show where this top rail and top sight were a different color. We've got this done, and customer decided they didn't like it when it was black, so we changed it around. But this turned out very cool, and they're going to have a matching set. So wanted to show you guys what the finished product looked like, and I'm going to give you a little peek of what the shotgun's looking like. I got it painted last night. It's going to get put back together today or tomorrow, and we'll get all these together. But anyways, thanks for watching, and And here is the shotgun. This is a bullpup shotgun. It's going to match the Tavor. And it is all painted and ready to go. And it'll be going back together today or tomorrow. Alright guys, this has been a whirlwind last couple weeks trying to get everything done, trying to keep up with normal business duties and still be getting some of these Cerakote jobs out for you guys. But as always, if there's anything you want to see, anything you want me to test out, let me know and we can do that for you. We've got a lot coming up. I would sure appreciate a like or a subscribe or a comment if you're watching this. It really does matter. It really helps get the channel out there so people can watch it. But thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you like this project and looking forward to seeing you the next time. You all have a great day, and always, if you're feeling down, feeling yucky, and you don't know who to call me. You can find my website, on my website, my contact information. That's my cell phone that's listed there, and you can call me night or day. There's too many people struggling right now, and all good people just need somebody to talk to make sure they're not the only ones feeling down. So please give me a holler, reach out if you need to. If you need anything done, also give us a call. We've got quite a few more Cerakote jobs coming up, but we're here. Thank you guys. Have a great one. All right, here's the Glock also that we did in this project. Just a couple quick views of that. Didn't do a lot of video on that. And also have the shotgun all put back together. So all three of these firearms turned out extremely nice looking. Very happy with the outcome. And I believe the customer will be too. But thank you guys for watching.